So what are your overall feelings on this movie, like in its entirety? Yeah.
I thought it was a great movie. I mean, I guess the sign of a good movie is if you'd want to see it again. If someone was like, hey, Tim, do you want to see Wolfman? I'd be like, okay.
I mean,
that's it.
Hey, that is a better reason for for giving a good review than I think. But in the past, you've said like, I wanted air conditioning and popcorn.
Well, I mean, I ate my popcorn during the trailer, but I thought it was a solid movie. I thought the acting was good. It was well written. It looked beautiful. I say it every week, but it was a great movie.
I wasn't as impressed only because so
I mean, it's silly because it's a wolf.
Well, not just that. Okay, I loved The Invisible Man. It was one of my favorite movies of 2020. Did a lot of movies come out that year? Not a lot. Anyway, great, just suspenseful, great from beginning to end. I didn't feel like a lot happened in this movie.
No, actually, now that you say it, of course I would see it again still. But I wish the body count was a little higher. Like maybe next door neighbors could
more
be
character
like,
sign.
Yeah, there could be like an old couple or like some young teens having a party, and they're like, "Oh my God, there's a werewolf here," and he eats them all.
By no means, I love simple movies, so usually this would be the type for me, but it was so simple that I felt like they got there, right when they got there, wolf attacks, and then it's just last one night and that's it. It felt like it was very short. Like I said, maybe if I hadn't seen any trailers, I would have been more into it, but the two most suspenseful, biggest action scenes were spoiled by the trailers, and so I went to see a movie that the two best scenes were spoiled, and the rest of the movie wasn't as exciting as those scenes, so I felt kind of let down. And I went into this movie wanting to like it. In fact, I remember being more excited, like Jacob came to see it with us, and he's like, yeah, I'll see it. I'm not that excited. And I was like, no, it's going to be good. It's like, yeah, I don't know why I was this big cheerleader, so maybe I shouldn't have gone in with such expectations.
Don't ever go in with expectations.
But should I go in with flagellant hammers?
Absolutely. Okay, I like to go into movies party.
So I was kind of let down. Now, performance-wise, great.
Yeah, I think everyone in the cast will be up for Oscars.
Not at all, but I and the effects. Incredible.
Yeah, it wasn't too CGI heavy.
No, like the effects of him sort of transforming. You only saw it in stages, but really well done.
Would you say it's better than Werewolf in London?
Yeah. I cannot believe I admit that, but I think I've told you privately. Thanks for now making me come out on camera. I've never seen an American Werewolf in London. I know when I'm
out of your house.
I should. My horror card is taken away. I don't know why.
We should watch it tonight.
I would love to because I know how great a movie it is, and I do like werewolf movies.
And this movie, by the way, when he is transforming and he's tearing through his clothes, he doesn't tear through his pants. And that's what the 1980 version did.
Oh, yes. They definitely keep his pants on at all time, which, again, I understand maybe if they don't want to have nudity, but if you're having him transform and he's ripping off his shirt, your pants would rip off too. Let's be accurate.
I mean, I go to this movie for accuracy.
He wants, like Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Terminator, he wants floppity flop.
Matt, clean it up.
Tim, flaccid. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I just didn't. I thought it. I was underwhelmed. I think that's the best way to describe it. Like, I was underwhelmed. I was expecting more. Maybe if I hadn't seen the trailers, it just didn't feel like there was a lot to it. There wasn't a lot of. It just got right into it, and then it was done. And you're right. I would have liked either more characters or more of a story. The thing about The Invisible Man. That opening scene is so good. Then you get the whole story of her getting away from it, and a lot of instances where he's hunting her and then he's away, and it's a whole movie.
Yeah, this movie has layers, and she's like sleeping with the enemy. He's not a good guy. This movie is so just like
there's other characters.
Family. Like they go to Oregon, there's a werewolf. Like it's like beat by beat by beat by beat, which is fine. I love a movie like that.
But literally, the night they arrive is the whole span of the movie. They don't even get to like sleep over.
No, the movie, I felt like at points it was in real time.
Yes.
Like, I was like, okay.
Literally, the movie was an hour and a half, and it took place through the night, so it couldn't have been, but it felt like that. And again, the only other character was that guy that we saw die in the trailer, because we saw in the trailer him open the door and fall out of the moving car. So yeah, I guess it's just, I would say for trailer makers, yes, make it a fun trailer, but don't give away your best scene, because then people are just going to go to the movie because of that scene and then be underwhelmed. Like, I don't know. I don't think it did so well the opening weekend, like 10 million.
I think it made 16.
I thought it made 10 or 12, but either way, look, like Tim said, January isn't supposed to be a big month for horror.
They call it, like in the biz, they call it the graveyard
in the
films.
biz.
Yeah, because I'm in the biz.
But the thing is like, it's weird because Lee Winnell is a pretty renowned horror person. Like I said, working on the Saw movies, Insidious movies, and The Invisible Man.
I think it will do better than Exorcist, whatever. What was that movie
Believer?
called? Believer.
Oh, but that's like, that shouldn't even be comparable. Like, it just...
They're big studio movies.
But then they waited till October for that one. I'm just interested why they picked January for this. It could be because already, we have Heart Eyes, and what else is coming out in February? The Monkey. So maybe there's a lot of horror in February. Like,
well, they're first out of the gate, so...
That's the thing. So, I mean, would I recommend this? Could I, Tim?
Pamela Voorhees. Yeah, I mean, you know my opinion.
Well, you liked it a little more than me, or a lot more, maybe.
Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, I would just say, if you're watching or listening to this, just go in expecting a... What are you doing to the camera?
It's Brand New World. Go on.
Oh my God. He does this to the mirror too. Yes, he does. I would just say, I guess, go in knowing that it's going to be very fast paced and it's one night of a movie, and that the trailer scenes were probably the best parts of the movie. And you'll still, one thing I will say, because I like to find positive in things, and the performances are great. I was never bored.
I'm bored now.
Well, you'd rather just look at yourself in the mirror. So I was never bored by this movie. I felt like I was excited, not excited. Whoa. I was excited.
Yeah, no, I was by the wolf?
I was entertained the entire time. So it wasn't one of those movies where I'm like, ugh, when is this going to end?
No, definitely. And I don't think it was too long. What was the running time?
It's like hour 30, hour 40, hour 40.
Oh, that's perfect. That actually is the perfect running time.
What would be by the minute the perfect running time?
An hour and 30.
Oh, like 90 minutes, exactly.
Yes, I love a 90-minute film.
You know what? When it's a movie I love, like it's a Halloween movie or a Scream movie, I want it to be like 2 hours. You don't.
Oh, God, no.
I will say this, though. When it gets to close to 2 hours and I have a big soda with me at the movie, I have to pee.
You're such a baby. I can hold it forever. That's what you
good.
said.
That's funny, because usually in your old age, I would think you'd lose that ability.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Camera off. This interview is over.
Matt's calling me old.
Oh.